Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
performing our national anthem, that was Skylar Cole. And now we'll be back in just a moment.
They say revenge is a dish that's best served cold. The good, young, we all grow old. In a world where you never fit you, and if he cries wolf, you can never believe him. Easy to say, so they say. Be a good boy, Johnny, don't you ever play with. So they say, so they say. You gotta crawl before you walk and walk before you. So they say.
Welcome to 2K Sports. We've got live NBA basketball headed your way on this fine Wednesday afternoon. This is Brian Anderson. Coach Stan Van Gundy, Hall of Famer Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce round out our broadcast crew for this one. And a look at the starters for the Bulls. We've got Buzelis, Kobe White out there with Lonzo Ball, and it's Josh Giddey, and it's Vucevic in at the center position, locking down the middle. And for New Orleans, we've got Trey Murphy. C.J. McCollum is out there with DeJounte Murray. Then there's Zion Williamson, and it's Messi in at the center position. If you like slow-paced basketball, you've come to the wrong place. These teams love to run.
Oh, they love to run. I mean, these teams score a great deal of transition baskets. They want to use their speed, their quickness, and attack the defense before it gets set.
Now here's Murray.
Who's watching here?
Pass to Williamson. Back to Murray. 6 to shoot. From deep three-point range. Another shot. The shot by Messi, no good. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
I was able to talk with Willie Green for a minute. And one of their main defensive focuses, Nikola Vucevic. Coach telling me that Vuce has the big body, plus he can really shoot it. But they really emphasized boxing him out. Nikola is great at converting misses into second chance points. Boxing out, it's back to the basics, guys.
And Allie, thank you for that. And here are the Pelicans now. Chicago making their last shot. And again, New Orleans no good. Pass to Giddey. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. And off the front iron, and in it goes.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Here's Messi, and the bucket is good.
Terrific court awareness there. Murray recognizes the open man and wastes no time getting him the ball.
New Orleans shooting their first free throw in this game.
First personal foul. First team foul. At the line for New Orleans, Messi. One shot.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Coach, you spent a lot of time in New Orleans. Coach form, as a matter of fact. It's a fun stop in the NBA. There's some amazing food in the Big Easy.
Yeah, Brian, I love the city of New Orleans, but when I coached there, it was in the pandemic. All the restaurants were closed, all the entertainment was closed. We couldn't enjoy the jazz or the food.
The ball's knocked loose. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. And they double up Williamson. 4 on the clock. Pulls up. Murray, no good.
Yeah, loose coverage by the defense, but he just couldn't make them pay.
Kitty finds ball. Vucevic with it. Misi grabs the board.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focus all the way through the play.
Outside Murray. Back to Williamson. The shake. It's hauled in by the Bulls. First quarter of play, and we're about 3 minutes in. Pass the ball. Kitty with a screen on Williamson. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. You know, Stan, for a team with such a proud history, the last decade has been a tough one for the Bulls.
Yeah, Brian, it really has. They've had competitive teams, but they haven't won a full playoff series since 2014. And for such a dedicated and passionate fan base, that's been really difficult for them, let alone the front office and people that want to turn this thing around as quickly as they can.
Stan, it's hard to believe, but the Bulls have not won a playoff series since 2015.
Well, look, Brian, it's hard to win in this league, and when you're rebuilding, trying to find the mix that'll get you over the top is a difficult chore.
Long way from those Michael Jordan glory days. And so Ball nails both of them. And Grant, you look at the players the Pelicans have gone after recently, they have a clear plan.
Well, they do, B.A. They want to surround Zion with shooters, which, of course, makes sense. It's sort of the same kind of blueprint the Bucks laid out with Giannis. If you can shoot, the Pelicans have a spot for you. And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
And we'll have a timeout called by Billy Donovan. He wants to review the game plan. Well, the last time the Bulls won a playoff series was back in 2015, Grant.
That was back when Butler and Rose were their leading scorers. And it just shows you just how long it's been. But they've been stuck in mediocrity ever since. And right now, they are desperate for a breakthrough season.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. White finds ball. Picked by Vucevic. Pulls it. And once again, off the mark by Chicago. New Orleans has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Zion Williamson is a one-of-one. His teammate C.J. McCollum told him, your ceiling is unlike anything the NBA has ever seen, but it's up to you to take full advantage of whatever it is. You can be as good as you want to be. This game will go where you take it. Brian?
You know, Allie, at his best, he is unstoppable. Olynyk's checked in for New Orleans.
And that's why you don't give up on the glass.
Man, his efforts well rewarded right there.
Well, that's what he does. He makes an impact with his activity on the board.
Jones, shot is good, off the back rim and in. 1:52 left in the first. Murray against Jones. Screen by Olynyk. Lets it go from the wing, and down it goes. 2 points.
Well, look, if he misses that shot, coach might think of benching him. He's pretty fortunate he got that one to go.
And you look at Matas Buzelis. Size, touch, feel for the game too, Grant.
Oh, B.A., he's a connector. We all love seeing those offenses where the ball doesn't stick. He's a guy who'll keep things moving.
Down low. Pass to Misi. White against McCollum. Shot clock at 6. Outside Murray. New Orleans needs to hurry. Late clock.
Well, if you're going to let him get that close to the rim, that's what's going to happen. Leaving no room for error with the slam.
There's 57 seconds left in the first quarter. Jones, the pass to Vucevic. Pass to White. Inside. Here's Ball. And slammed it home. And a foul. A chance at another point at the line. That one on Murphy.
Yeah, nice work from Ball. Able to absorb the hit and still capitalize. Just impressive.
Lonzo Ball at the line for one.
Grant, when you look at this Pelicans team, their length is so impressive.
Yeah, they've made a point to draft players with big wingspans, and that really helps them on the defensive end. They're all very switchable.
Now here's Jones. Back to Williamson. With the fadeaway. Smith with the rebound. The Bulls have gone 4 of 8 and looking in control. 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Ball finds Jones. Outside Giddey. Pass to Ball. Fires from deep. Knocks down the triple. Ball's got 8. Fires from way outside. And that's not going to go. Lonzo Ball. He's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Bulls. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. All right, a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for Chicago.
Well, their game plan has been very effective so far. They're working the ball inside, putting constant pressure on the defense.
Another thing they're doing well early on is passing the ball, spreading it around the floor and feeding guys who are well set up to score.
And so it's Jones who brings up the ball for the Chicago Bulls. Jones at small forward with Zion holding down the 4. Then it's Kelly Olynyk. Then there's Jose Alvarado. And it's Hawkins in at the 2. That's the Pelicans 5. Pass to Alvarado. Williamson against Williams. Tries from 6 feet. He got a piece of it. Now Jones. Here's Giddey. Defended by Jones. It's Giddey on the wing. And out of bounds. New Orleans will have it. The Pelicans trail. Williamson looking around. Olynyk in the post. He's against Smith. And there's a 3-second violation. And we all know about Stan the analyst and Stan the coach. But when you played in college, what was your game like, Stan?
Hey, Brian, I had the game that would get you beat as a coach. I will say my greatest strength was this. I was never once accused of overpassing.
The black hole. That is Stan Van Gundy. Here's the floater. Jones misses. Pelicans shooting only 36% so far in this game. Jones against Jones. Screen by Olynyk. Jones misses. Chicago leading. Outside Jones. Pass to Smith. Now here's Giddey. It's hauled in by New Orleans. Alvarado outside. Williamson against Williams. Now here's Williamson. The D's right on him. Over Williams. And again, New Orleans no good.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
Here's Giddey. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
Second personal foul.
Chicago shooting their fourth shot at the foul line here. Both teams deciding to change it up.
Josh Giddey at the line for one.
That free throw good from Giddey. All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Williamson against Williams. There's McCullough with the three. Here's Misi. Shoots over Vucevic. Second shot opportunity. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's going to belong to Nikola Vucevic. New Orleans shooting their second and third shots at the line here.
Shooting two.
And the first one at the line is good. Some changes for Chicago. Smith, he's checked in for Nikola Vucevic. Buzelis comes in for Williams. And it's White in for Jones. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And so here is Chicago. They've only given up 2 points this quarter. Stan, after his 12-year playing career, Willie Green has made a seamless transition into coaching.
Yeah, first of all, Willie Green is a person of very high character. Second, Brian, he consciously started preparing himself to coach while he was still playing, and then he was able to work on great staffs under great coaches, and now he's an outstanding head coach in his own right.
Here's Misi. The Bulls making their last shot. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Murray. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Murray's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Yeah, the closer he gets, the deadlier Murray can be. He just enjoys working close in.
Pass to Buzelis. To the inside. White. And that one's good. White's got 6.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Murray against White. To the paint. Here's Misi. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Personal foul.
That's on Jalen Smith.
The officials were right on top of that one.
New Orleans shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw misses. Stan, your coaching career started in the 1980s. How are players different today versus then?
Well, look, players have always shared one thing. They want to be the best that they can be, and they want to win games. But the players now are bigger, faster, stronger, and more skilled. The rules have changed, so the game's a little bit less physical, particularly at the NBA level, but the players are just better.
2 minutes remaining.
Pass to Buzelis.
2 minutes.
Back to White. Collins with a screen on McCollum. It's White with a drive. For 3, Collins. It's hauled in by New Orleans. There's a minute 40 left in the first half. Ball against Murray. With a 9-footer. The shot misses. Good D by Ball. Bulls leading by 4. And Grant, DeJounte Murray, a bit of a throwback player. He's comfortable attacking at all 3 levels.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, he does a lot of work in the mid-range for a guard. He's very comfortable with any shot on the floor. Not shy about putting up a ton of attempts if that's what's needed.
You got to commend the concentration White showed there. He doesn't get thrown off kilter easily.
Pass to Misi. Murray deciding where to go with it. McCollum outside. Puts up a 3. It falls. He's now 2 of 5 from the field.
With confidence and ability from long range, I love it. McCollum's able to space the floor and keep the defense honest.
Here's Buzelis. No points yet.
Personal foul. Second team.
Chicago shooting their 5th and 6th free throw attempts tonight.
For the Bulls. Buzelis taking 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And New Orleans making a change here. Jones is checked in. And the Bulls also making a change. Desumu, he's checked in for Williams. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
I'm sure they don't want to send him to the line. That has to be in their scouting.
3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to McCollum. Here's Misi. McCollum right side. Just 5 to shoot. They kick it out to Murray. The 3 ball. And again, it's New Orleans with a 3.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Chicago ahead, leading by just 2. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. And here's ball. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. 2-point game. Second half underway. Here's who Billy Donovan's got on the floor. They've got Nikola Vucevic. Ellis out there with Josh Giddey. Then it's Kobe White. And it's Ball in at the point guard position. Now here's White. 5 on the clock. Vucevic, a screen on Murray. Here's White. Rebounded by New Orleans. Williamson's got 4 rebounds in the game. Pass to Murray. For the tie. He nails it, and we're tied. Murray's got 9.
You can really see their confidence growing as this game has gone on. They have reason to believe now.
Yeah, they're in this one. They have some momentum on their side, and they just need to keep up the intensity.
From deep, Giddey. Misi grabs the board. Misi's got his 6th rebound on the night. McCollum outside. On the wing, Murray. For the lead. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. And, Coach, you look at DeJounte Murray, a 6'5", do-it-all guard.
Well, Brian, he's got the size and quickness to defend either backcourt position. Offensively, he's best with the ball in his hands, but he has developed his spot-up game to help the team.
And the free throw is good. Now leading by 1. Will stand in this league. The opportunity always exists to make a name for yourself.
It certainly does, Brian. And guys that maybe haven't gotten their opportunity, if they're ready when they get it, then they're going to burst onto the scene, and they'll no longer be under the radar guys. Look at a guy like Jalen Brunson, 2nd-round pick. Bench guy in Dallas for a long time, and then now an all-star.
They're ahead for now, but that miss could come back to bite them.
Inside. Deflected! Third quarter of play with just over 1.5 minutes gone by. And it's cleared by Vucevic. For Chicago, they've gone 0 for 3 to start the second half. Here's Giddey. Pass to Vucevic. Here's Ellis. Outside White. Vucevic, a screen on Williamson. Took the opportunity when he saw it. White's got 11.
And I like how White shot it with confidence. He's reliable beyond the arc.
And it's Willie Green calling the timeout here. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. Such a skilled big. 6'10" Nikola Vucevic. He can beat you up in the post, or he can step back and hit a 3-stand.
Yeah, Brian, and he's an excellent passer as well. Throughout his career, Vucevic's teams have been very good offensively, and his versatility is a big reason for that.
Pass to McCullum. From behind the arc. Here's Misi. Nice work on the boards, paying off with a basket. Misi's got 12 points.
And if I'm his coach, I'm very pleased with this kind of energy on the offensive glass. Textbook play.
Pass to Buzelis. Here's Giddy. It's hauled in by New Orleans. And here's Murray. 10 points for him. Now McCullum, pounded by Ball. Murray against White. Now here's Murray, tightly guarded, just 3 to shoot. Good. 5 for 9 shooting so far.
They keep calling his number. Murray is still hot.
Outside White. Back to Giddy. Murray against White. Pass to Vucevic. Misi grabs the board. Misi's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Floats one up, and it's blocked by Vucevic.
It's awesome seeing Vucevic go after blocks. When he makes his presence felt, it makes a difference.
And we have to take another look at that block.
You know, you can't ask for any better defense than that. He responded so fast to the shooter, and it stifled him.
Jones, he's checked in for Murray. And a change for the Bulls. Williams is checked in. Clock at 6. McCullum. Off the inbound. No good.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
And it's good for 2.
Yeah, what an agile drive by White to be able to slip past the contact like that.
The Pelicans have gone 3 of 7 here in this third quarter. Pass to Misi. And it's cleared by Vucevic. Vucevic has got his 4th rebound in this one. It's Giddy on the wing. McCullum defends. Giddy passes to White. Lets the 3 fly. That is now his 7th field goal in 10 attempts. Impressive.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
And we've got a timeout called by Willie Green. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Grant, how about Kobe White? Going from a bench player to one of the league leaders in minutes.
Yeah, Kobe played more than 35 minutes per game last season. Top 10 in the league. We saw White hit another level, so he has an exciting future in front of him.
For Chicago, Smith, he's checked in for Vucevic. The Sumu comes in for Ball. And it's Jones in for Giddy. Alvarado outside. Tries the spin move. Pass to Hawkins. Back to Alvarado. Shot clock at 5. It's Olynyk, high post. Up and over Smith. The shot by Olynyk, no good. Bulls leading by 3. Dosunmu on the wing. Outside Jones. Williams with the screen. That shot wide open.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Outside Olynyk. Jones against Williams. Olynyk with a screen on Williams.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
Second personal foul.
These are his first free throws of the game.
At the line for New Orleans, Herbert Jones. Taking 2 shots.
And he makes the first. And good on the second, so he makes them both. And so here is Chicago. 3-point lead. Here's White. 16 points for him. 5 to shoot. Launches a 3. Unable to get that one. 3 quarters of play and a close one here. It's the Bulls up 3. And when we return, we'll get the 4th quarter rolling here on 2K Sports. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Woo, I'm fired up to see this dish one more time. It's always great to see your 2 guards share the wealth.
Yeah, and if you have both guards dishing like that and putting up points, wow, a coach's dream.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the 4th in what is still anybody's ball game. Jones at small forward with Zion holding down the 4. Then there's Jose Alvarado. Then it's Kelly Olynyk. And it's Hawkins in at the 2. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. And they'll get another chance. Goes back up. Williamson, no good. Chicago leading by 3. Picked by Smith. Here's Jones. It's hauled in by New Orleans. Outside Jones. Pass to Hawkins. Olynyk with a screen on Jones. Here's Hawkins, defended by Jones. Williamson for 3. Chicago with a rebound. Smith's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Giddey. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
First personal foul. First team foul. Shooting for Chicago. Dallas Giddey.
2 shots.
2 shots.
That one's off. McCollum, he's checked in for the Pelicans. Collins, he's checked in for Chicago. Ball comes in for Dosunmu. And he's good on the second.
And crucially, he did enough there to make it a 2-possession game.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Jones from outside. Drills it from deep.
Talk about stepping up. I mean, that is a huge three-pointer.
Well, guys who can make big shots at the end of games have become a necessity in this league.
Now here's Jones. And Williamson with the block.
Great potential for Zion on defense. We see glimpses with blocks like that.
And the foul on the shot. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Well, one of the sharpest players off the floor, C.J. McCollum.
Well, Brian, he also did a great job as president of the Players Union, and he's great on his podcast, too.
I'm sure he'll be doing games with you soon enough after his playing career.
Yeah, I just hope he's not taking my job.
That one drops. He ties it up. And now they lead as the free throw drops in for them. And a little over a minute and a half gone by in the fourth. Giddey against Jones. Now here's Giddey. Tight defense on him. Pass to Jones. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's going to go on Kelly Olynyk. Stan, when Trey Jones is on the floor, you can just see how easily the offense flows.
Well, Brian, he's the kind of point guard that teammates love to play with because his only thought out there is setting up other guys. He's not going to light you up with his own scoring, but he is a great facilitator.
Old school, traditional point guard makes everybody better.
You don't see many of those anymore.
First free throw is good. Williams is checked in for Smith. Jones hits them both. Moving along, 2 minutes gone in the fourth. Williamson outside. Outside Jones. Beyond the arc. Knocks down the long J. And the Pelicans lead by 2.
You know, at the offensive end, McCollum does a little of everything for you. I mean, that was a great pass.
And we'll have a timeout called by Billy Donovan. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle. changes for Chicago. Nikola Vucevic is checked in for Collins. Ruzelis comes in for Williams. And it's White in for Jones. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Billy Donovan was saying to the team. This might be a close late game, but don't tell Coach. They were cool as a cucumber in the huddle, and I think that resonates with their players. We'll see if that approach works. Brian?
All right, appreciate it, Allie. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Murray against White, takes a three, on target from range. White's got 19 points.
Well, that's White shaking him off, creating room off the dribble.
McCollum drives in, stolen by Giddey. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. And it's a three-point Chicago lead.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
Murray is doubled. Williamson outside. The three-pointer off the mark. The Bulls have gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. The putback. It's good on the putback.
And those second chance buckets are major bonus points if you can get them.
Murray against White. Williamson outside. White with a steal. And now the Bulls in transition. Flushes it down to finish the break.
Oh, man. White took it away and then used his phenomenal end-to-end speed to finish it off. Nice play.
Now here's Murray. Out to McCollum. They can't stop the run with that one. Chicago leading by 7. Ball looks over the floor. Here's Vucevic. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Misi's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Murray from outside. And it's cleared by Vucevic. Vucevic has got rebound number 5 here tonight. There's a minute 34 left in the fourth quarter here. To the middle. Pass to Giddey. Shoots from 12. Can't get it to drop. Pelicans trail by 7. Outside Murray. Here's Misi. There's McCollum with the 3. Counted from distance. McCollum's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, McCollum just so competitive. He never gives up on the play or his team.
Pass to Vucevic. The fader. Count that one. And the Bulls lead by 6.
Yeah, that fadeaway gave him more than enough space to get that shot up.
And so Murray will bring it up for the Pelicans. And we've got a timeout called by Willie Green. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page.
Yeah, it's time for the jam cam. Get ready, everybody. You're going to see yourself on the screen, and you guys know it's their best move. Let's go.
Murray. "43 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. And it's rejected. And now we've got an intentional foul.
Personal foul.
And that shot was going nowhere thanks to that aggressive swat.
Showing no signs of giving up this lead. That block sent shockwaves into the opposition sails.
Chicago with the ball. They're on an 11-3 run. Giddey passes the ball to the inside. And Vucevic slams it in.
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
And DeJounte Murray is truly the complete package. He does a little of this and a little of that. Anything you need out there, he can make it happen.
For two, DeJounte Murray.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And he ends up making the second. And that narrows the gap to 7. White with it. No need to shoot. This one is done.
Yes, they've got to be happy with tonight's effort.
The 3 from Ball. The rebound by Murray. This one belongs to Chicago. Just a gutsy performance on the road.
It really was. When this one was up in the air late, they showed how tough-minded they are as a team.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Coach Stan Van Gundy, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And now let's take a look at our player of the game, Kobe White.